Have you ever noticed how a single restless night can make the entire next day feel heavier than it should? You wake up, your back aches, your energy is drained, and even the simplest tasks feel like climbing a hill. For many people over 60, this isn't just an occasional inconvenience, it's something that happens far too often. And while we might be quick to blame age itself, the truth is, much of this discomfort comes from something we often overlook: the way we sleep. Think about it. We spend nearly a third of our lives in bed, yet most of us never really pause to ask, am I sleeping in a way that actually supports my body? After 60, our muscles and joints need more care than ever. The positions that felt natural in our younger years can now lead to stiffness, pain, or poor rest. That's why the way you position yourself each night isn't just about comfort. It can be the difference between waking up refreshed or waking up exhausted. So today, let's talk about the best sleeping positions for seniors. Not complicated routines or expensive equipment, just simple adjustments you can make with your own pillow, your mattress, and your awareness. These small changes can bring big relief, help you wake up with less pain, and even improve your overall health. Let's start with one of the most common ways people sleep: on their back. For many seniors, this can actually be one of the healthiest positions. When you lie flat on your back, your spine, neck, and head rest in a natural alignment. That means less strain on your joints and fewer chances of waking up with a stiff back. But here's the key: it only works if you set it up properly. A flat pillow or one that's too high can tilt your neck forward, leaving you with soreness in the morning. What helps instead is a pillow that supports the curve of your neck without pushing your head too far forward. Some people also find it life-changing to slide a small pillow under their knees. That little lift eases pressure on the lower back and makes the whole position more supportive. Of course, not everyone loves sleeping on their back. Some people snore more in this position, and if you have sleep apnea, it might not be the best choice. But if back sleeping feels comfortable and you add the right pillow support, it can be one of the simplest ways to wake up feeling lighter and more at ease. Now let's talk about sleeping on your side, another favorite for many older adults. Side sleeping can be wonderful, especially if you struggle with heartburn, acid reflux, or breathing issues. Lying on your left side, in particular, helps digestion and can even reduce snoring for some people. But side sleeping also comes with its own challenges. Without the right support, your shoulders can feel squished and your hips can ache from carrying the pressure of your body weight through the night. Here's a simple trick that can transform side sleeping. Use a pillow between your knees. It might sound small, but that pillow keeps your hips stacked and your spine aligned. Instead of twisting or collapsing, your body stays in a more natural position, which means less strain on your lower back and joints. A second adjustment is making sure your pillow supports your head so it's not tilted up or down. Your neck should be in line with the rest of your spine. Think of it as forming one long, comfortable line. One more tip. If you often wake up with sore shoulders, try hugging a pillow while you sleep. It relieves some of the pressure and keeps your arms from pulling your shoulder forward unnaturally. This small change can make a huge difference in how your upper body feels the next morning. Now, there's another position we should talk about, the one many of us fall into without thinking: sleeping on the stomach. While it might feel cozy at first, stomach sleeping is often the hardest on the body, especially after 60. When you sleep this way, your neck is twisted to one side for hours, and your spine can sag into the mattress. This often leads to neck pain, back pain, or even numbness in the arms. If you've been a lifelong stomach sleeper, it can be tough to change, but even small adjustments help. For example, some people place a thin pillow under their hips to reduce strain on the lower back, or they transition to more of a side position by hugging a pillow until it feels natural. The goal isn't to force yourself into something that feels impossible. It's about noticing what your body needs and making gentle changes that improve your comfort little by little. Sometimes just one supportive pillow in the right place is all it takes to transform your nights. As we get older, sleep isn't just about resting. It's about recovery, healing, and preparing your body to keep moving with strength during the day. The right sleeping position becomes a kind of medicine, a nightly treatment you give yourself for free. And the beauty of it is, you don't need to buy expensive gadgets or spend hours learning complicated routines. You only need to listen to your body, make small adjustments, and let those adjustments work their magic while you sleep. Every person is unique. What feels right for one may not work for another. That's why I encourage you to experiment. Tonight, try placing a pillow under your knees if you sleep on your back, or between your legs if you're on your side. Pay attention to how your body feels in the morning. Over time, you'll notice patterns. You'll discover which positions give you the deepest rest and which ones leave you feeling sore. That awareness is powerful. It puts the control back in your hands. And remember, you deserve to wake up feeling good. At 60, 70, or beyond, your nights can still be restful, and your mornings can still be full of energy. It all begins with the simple choice of how you position yourself when you close your eyes. Now that we've explored the benefits and adjustments of back and side sleeping and why stomach sleeping can be tricky, let's move forward into the next step, because the way you set yourself up for sleep doesn't stop with your position. There are other factors that shape how well your body rests, and they're just as important to understand. Think about the last time you woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't fall back asleep. Maybe it was a dull ache in your hip, or the way your arm had gone numb from being pinned under your body. These little interruptions can feel so small in the moment, but over time, they chip away at your rest. That's why understanding the finer details of how you position yourself matters so much, because it's often those details that decide whether you sleep deeply or toss and turn until morning. For many seniors, one of the most effective adjustments is something so simple, it's easy to overlook: pillow placement. We already talked about placing one under your knees or between your legs, but pillows can do much more. For example, if you sleep on your side and find your shoulder or arm goes numb, a thicker pillow that lifts your head just right can keep your spine aligned and reduce pressure on your shoulder. If you're someone who snores or struggles with mild sleep apnea, elevating your upper body slightly with an extra pillow or wedge cushion can help open your airways and make breathing easier through the night. But pillows aren't just about the head and neck. Some people find that hugging a long body pillow not only relieves shoulder strain, but also gives a sense of comfort and security that makes it easier to relax. Others slip a small cushion under the small of their back, especially if they've had lower back surgery or arthritis, to keep that area supported. Think of pillows as tools, not just accessories. When used thoughtfully, they can turn an ordinary mattress into a customized sleep system designed for your unique body. And that brings us to another key point: your mattress itself. After 60, the mattress you sleep on becomes more than a matter of preference. It can either support your health or quietly undermine it. Too soft, and your body sinks in, throwing your spine out of alignment. Too firm, and your joints press uncomfortably into the surface, causing soreness. The best choice for most older adults is something in the middle, supportive, but with enough cushioning to ease pressure points. Memory foam and hybrid mattresses often strike this balance well, molding to your body while still holding you up. Now, even with the perfect mattress and pillows, sometimes stiffness creeps in simply because our bodies don't move much during sleep. That's why stretching gently before bed can be such a game changer. Nothing intense, just a few minutes of loosening the hips, shoulders, and back. Picture yourself standing by your bed, rolling your shoulders slowly, bending forward just enough to ease the spine, maybe even doing a gentle twist to release tension. This little ritual signals to your body it's time to rest, and it keeps your muscles from tightening up during the night. Another factor that often goes unnoticed is the position of your arms. Have you ever woken up with tingling hands or stiff shoulders? That often comes from tucking your arms under your body or above your head, which restricts circulation and puts stress on your joints. A small change, like keeping your arms more naturally at your sides or supported by a pillow, can eliminate those numb, restless wake-ups. And let's not forget about circulation overall. As we age, blood flow isn't always as strong as it once was. That's why positions that reduce pressure on veins and arteries are so valuable. Side sleeping with a pillow between your legs helps circulation flow freely through your hips and legs. Elevating your feet slightly with a cushion can also make a difference if swelling is something you deal with. The way you position yourself can be one of the simplest, most natural ways to support your heart and circulation every night. What's important to remember is that there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. Some people feel best on their back with just a small pillow under their knees. Others swear by side sleeping with a body pillow tucked close. The beauty of it is, you have the freedom to try, to adjust, and to notice how your body responds. And over time, those small choices add up to better nights and brighter days. I want you to imagine waking up tomorrow without that familiar stiffness in your back or that dull ache in your shoulder. Imagine starting your morning not with a groan, but with a deep breath and a sense of readiness. That's what the right sleeping position can give you. It's not about luxury, it's about giving your body the care it deserves so you can live the day ahead with more ease and energy. Now, once you've explored pillow adjustments, mattress support, and how circulation plays a role, there's still another piece of the puzzle we need to look at. Because your sleeping position doesn't just affect your comfort, it also ties directly into deeper health concerns that can make a real difference in your daily life. One of the biggest things many people don't realize is how deeply your sleeping position is connected to your overall health. For example, let's talk about digestion. Have you ever noticed that sometimes lying down after a meal makes heartburn worse? That's because gravity is no longer helping your stomach keep acid where it belongs. For seniors who deal with acid, reflux, which is very common, the way you position yourself can either calm the problem or make it worse. Sleeping on your left side in particular has been shown to reduce reflux because of the way your stomach and esophagus are shaped. It's a small shift, but it can mean the difference between waking up in the night with that burning discomfort or sleeping peacefully until morning. Another area where sleeping position plays a huge role is in breathing. Snoring might seem harmless, just an annoyance to your spouse, but for some people it's a sign of something more serious like sleep apnea. When you sleep on your back, gravity can cause your tongue and soft palate to fall backwards slightly, narrowing the airway and making it harder to breathe. That's one reason many people with sleep apnea are encouraged to sleep on their side instead. For older adults especially, where sleep apnea is more common, this isn't just about comfort, it's about health, heart safety, and energy the next day. And then there's joint pain. Arthritis, stiff hips, sore knees, tender shoulders. These are realities many of us face as we get older. But how you position yourself can either aggravate those aches or soothe them. For example, if your hips ache, side sleeping with a pillow between the knees keeps the hips stacked properly and relieves that grinding pressure. If it's your shoulders that hurt, hugging a pillow or choosing a mattress with a little more give can keep them from collapsing under your weight. These aren't magic cures, but night after night, they help you wake up with less pain, which means moving through the day with more freedom. We should also talk about circulation in the brain and spine. It may sound surprising, but research has shown that the position you sleep in can affect how your body clears waste products from the brain. Side sleeping appears to help the brain's natural cleaning system work more effectively. That means better support for memory, focus, and possibly even protection against conditions like Alzheimer's. Isn't that fascinating? The simple act of how you curl up at night could be playing a role in how sharp and clear your mind feels in the years ahead. Now let's touch on another overlooked aspect: alignment from head to toe. Picture your spine as a long, gentle curve. The goal of a good sleeping position is to keep that curve supported so your body isn't twisted or strained. If your neck bends too far forward because of a high pillow, you wake up with stiffness. If your lower back sags into the mattress, you'll feel it when you stand up in the morning. That's why everything we've talked about, pillows, mattress choice, even arm and leg placement, works together to create balance. When the body is balanced, the muscles can fully relax and real rest begins. Of course, making changes to your sleeping position isn't always easy. Habits built over decades don't just vanish overnight. If you've always been a stomach sleeper, training yourself to shift to your side may feel awkward at first. But here's the good news. You don't have to change everything at once. Even small steps like adding a pillow for support or starting the night in a different position can slowly guide your body toward a healthier habit. It's about progress, not perfection. The most empowering thing is knowing that you're not powerless when it comes to sleep. You don't have to accept waking up stiff, sore, or exhausted as just part of aging. The truth is, your body is giving you signals every night where it hurts, where it relaxes, and by listening to those signals, you can adjust and reclaim restful, healing sleep. And here's something I want you to hold on to. Good sleep isn't just about the night. It spills into every part of your life. When you wake up rested, you have more energy to walk, to laugh with your grandkids, to enjoy your hobbies, to simply feel alive. That's the reward for taking a little time to experiment with your sleeping position, your pillows, your mattress. It's not just about the hours you spend in bed. It's about the quality of the life you live once you get up. So as you head into tonight, think of your bed, not just as a place to lie down, but as your personal healing space, a space you can shape, adjust, and tailor to your needs. You deserve to feel comfortable, supported, and cared for every single night. And as we bring these ideas together, let's take a moment to appreciate just how powerful small changes can be. A single pillow in the right place, a slight adjustment to the way you lie on your side, a decision to try a new angle for your head or a softer mattress topper. These aren't massive shifts, but over time they transform your nights, and just as importantly, your days. Remember, your body has carried you through so much already, and it still wants to serve you well. Give it the chance to rest in the way it needs, and it will reward you with more comfort, more energy, and more joy. Here's to peaceful nights, brighter mornings, and the reminder that at any age, your sleep can truly support the life you love. And when you think about it, sleep really is one of the most generous gifts we can give ourselves. It doesn't cost a thing. It asks nothing complicated of us, and yet it restores the very foundation of our health. The older we get, the more precious it becomes, because our bodies rely on those hours of deep rest to heal, to repair, and to prepare us for another day of living. That's why the position you sleep in is not just about avoiding a sore back, it's about protecting your energy, your independence, and even your happiness. Take your heart, for instance. Did you know that the way you sleep can either ease or strain your cardiovascular system? Side sleeping, particularly on the left, not only aids digestion but can also help reduce pressure on the heart itself. For those with high blood pressure or heart concerns, this position can bring real comfort. Meanwhile, elevating your head slightly can reduce the work your heart does during the night, making each beat a little more efficient. It's small adjustments, like these, that can make your nights more restorative and your days more vibrant. Your lungs also benefit from the right sleeping posture. When you lie on your back without proper support, your chest can feel heavy and breathing may become shallow. But when you're positioned in a way that keeps your airway open, like slightly propped up on your side, your lungs can expand more fully. That means more oxygen reaching your cells, more nourishment for your body, and a deeper sense of restfulness when you wake up. For anyone dealing with conditions like COPD, or simply noticing shorter breaths with age, this can be life-changing. And then there's the simple but powerful truth about pain. Nighttime is when many aches seem to whisper the loudest. Knees that throb, shoulders that pinch, hips that grind, it can feel like sleep is constantly interrupted. But remember this, your sleeping position can either aggravate those areas or cradle them with care. A pillow between the knees can turn bone-on-bone pressure into gentle support. A cushion under the arms can take the weight off sore shoulders. These are not just tricks. They are ways of showing kindness to yourself, the same kindness you'd offer to someone you love. What's even more inspiring is how quickly the body responds. Many seniors notice improvements after just a few nights of experimenting with these small adjustments. Imagine that a lifetime of restless nights eased simply by listening to your body and giving it what it needs. It's proof that no matter your age, change is possible, and comfort is within reach. Of course, no two people are alike. Some find peace lying flat on their back, others curled on their side with pillows tucked all around. What matters is discovering what feels best for you and then honoring that choice. This journey isn't about rigid rules, it's about paying attention, trying new things, and creating a sleep environment that feels safe, supportive, and healing. So as you think about your own nights ahead, I want you to see your sleep as more than a habit. See it as a chance to recharge your spirit, to nurture your health, and to give yourself the energy to embrace each new day. The right sleeping position is simply one piece of that puzzle, but it's a piece that can unlock so much more ease in your life. If tonight you place that pillow under your knees, or tuck one between your legs, or choose to shift gently onto your left side, know that you are doing something powerful for yourself. You are choosing rest, you are choosing care, and you are choosing a brighter tomorrow. And as you continue to make these small choices, let them remind you that age does not take away your ability to shape your well-being. You still hold the power to improve how you sleep, how you feel, and how you live. Each night is another opportunity, and each morning is a new beginning. So here's to peaceful nights, refreshed mornings, and the joy of knowing that you can rest well at any age. Sweet dreams. And may your sleep always be the fuel that carries you forward into the life you deserve.